Are you serious? Are you seriously serious? What is that? What is this? What's going on? Are you serious? What is Joe Biden saying now? Is he right? And maybe his White House is the ones out of control. Are you serious? Joe Biden saying Are you serious? Is he right? Well, that's the question. Is he right? And is the White House in a state of confusion? Maybe we've had it all wrong. I don't know. But anyway, one thing's for sure. We know President Biden sometimes gets confused, and we know he says some things a little different maybe than the rest of his team. But this one's huge. We're talking about China and whether or not to use military force on China if they use military force against Taiwan. Let everybody time out. Hang on a minute. Let's just talk about this in just a second. But first, let me put a shout out real fast to www.mypillow.com/Paul. That's www.mypillow.com/Paul. Yep, it's true. This pillow is so soft, so, you know what? Look, take it from me. I broke my neck on February 22nd, 1988 in a horrific car accident. I broke my neck in 2 places and ruptured 9 discs in my back, all the way to my lumbar. Okay. So I have struggled for over 30 some years trying to find the right pillow to sleep on to where I don't wake up with a sore neck. And I've tried everything, guys, seriously, everything. But when I got a hold of my pillow from www.mypillow.com/Paul, that's www.mypillow.com/Paul. And I've been sleeping on my pillow now for about 2 years. But now I want to share this with you. This is soft, it's perfect, and it's made in America. And what a great Christian company they have there. And oh, by the way, if you get one, go to Paul Begley, go to www.mypillow.com/Paul. That's www.mypillow.com/Paul and use the promo code Paul. That's easy. mypillow.com/Paul and use the promo code Paul. Buy a pillow and get one free. That makes sense. But wait, there's more, because you can also get this 6-piece towel set Mike wants you to have. I guarantee it. Look at this. Unbelievable, soft, and yet absorbent. He got sick and tired of it. Yeah, there was some fluffy, puffy, soft towels out there, but you couldn't get dry. And then there was those rough, rugged, and then you tried it. It might dry you, but it'll scratch you, okay? Leave you injured, abrasive. So he put together the most perfect plan, and that is soft towels that absorb, okay? Where do you go to get these? Go to www.mypillow.com/Paul. That's www.mypillow.com/Paul. And use the promo code Paul. That makes sense. www.mypillow.com/Paul and use the promo code Paul, and you'll be glad you did. I guarantee it. Oh man, are you serious? All right, now here's what's going on. Okay, I just got done with my pillow. I'll call him, tell him I'll call him right back. Okay, so what do I say? So President Biden. Okay, so he did make this statement, and well, you listen. You tell me what he said, and then I think I understood him very clear, and I actually agree with what he said, because that's the problem in Ukraine. We didn't stand up for Ukraine when the Russians attacked. Now we see what that's done is create this chaos. But what Biden is trying to say, look. The United States has had a one China policy. That means one China, 2 governments. Taiwan as a government and the rest of China as a government. One country, 2 governments. That's been the American position since World War II. Now China wants Taiwan back under them. And Taiwan's like, there's no way in this world we're going to come underneath communist China. And so the United States position has been, we'll defend China. We'll defend Taiwan. We'll help them. We'll give them military support. And Japan has said we will absolutely go to war with China if they try to invade Taiwan. But today in Japan, President Biden made a total different saying. He said he would use force if China attacks Taiwan. Let me take you there now. I want you to hear what actually took place today in Japan. Just here you go. Let's listen.
Committed to supporting the peace and stability across the Taiwan Straits and ensuring that there's no unilateral change to the status quo.
Are you willing to get involved militarily to defend Taiwan if it comes to that?
Yes.
You are?
That's the commitment we made. That's the commitment we made. We are not, look, here's the situation. We agree with a one China policy. We signed on to it and all the attendant agreements made from there. But the idea that it can be taken by force, just taken by force, is just not appropriate. It will dislocate the entire region and be another action similar to what happened in Ukraine. And so it's a burden that is even stronger. We remain committed to supporting the peace and stability across the Taiwan Straits and ensuring that there's no unilateral change to the status quo.
Are you willing to get involved militarily to defend Taiwan if it comes to that?
Yes.
You are?
That's the commitment we made. That's the commitment we made. We are not, look, here's the situation. We agree with a one China policy. We signed on to it and all the attendant agreements made from there. But the idea that it can be taken by force, just taken by force, is just not appropriate. It will dislocate the entire region and be another action similar to what happened in Ukraine. And so it's a burden that is even stronger.
I think that I have to agree with President Biden that Biden, he reacted from his gut. When asked the question, if China was to attack Taiwan, would you respond with force militarily? Yes. We're not going to let these people just be taken over. That is the actual policy of President Joe Biden. It's actually the exact same policy of President Donald Trump. And actually, I don't know if it was with Obama. I really don't. I don't think he would have. But Trump certainly would have defended Taiwan, and Biden just told you he will. Then what he tried to do was say, but look, the policy that America has is a one China policy, which I disagree with. And that is one China, two governments. I personally believe it should be Taiwan, an independent nation. And Trump believes that. And I think that if President Trump had an additional 4 years, he may have helped Taiwan declare their independence during that next 4 years. Very possible. But Biden at least made the right statement by saying, yes, we would defend Taiwan. Believe me, that made ripple. That thing sent shockwaves into Beijing. They did not expect him to say that. Now, the White House, while President Biden is gone, the White House went to scramble and they went to, because they're absolutely at the White House, they are absolutely confused. They don't know. They're so far left. They think they're right. And they're so confused. And we know President Biden gets a little confused. And so, but the problem you have here is he has confusion, but they are in a state of confusion. I'm not joking about that. And not just that White House administration, but over in the House of Representatives, in the Pelosi, Speaker of the House, and that crowd, they're in a state of confusion. And Schumer over at the Senate, that's the truth. They're all in the state. They don't know who's running the show. Nobody knows. They have to go pick up the phone and call AOC. But Biden was clear. Yes. And I think the reason he said yes is he's already locked that down. He's signed somewhere. Here's the deal with his four generals of the Joint Chief of Staff. Believe me, the plan is in place. It's signed off on, and and if something was to happen, Biden don't have to be woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and ask, what should we do? His top brass already are ready to move. Now, maybe President Joe Biden was not supposed to say that. And that's why the White House is scrambling. Maybe he wasn't supposed to be that blunt. Maybe that's something that already he signed and he knows that's locked in. And he just forgot that he's not supposed to say that, even though that is the case. I think so what you got to understand, folks, is you heard it. And when she said, really? Or something like that, he said, yes. And then he said, that's the commitment we made. And then he went on to say, but now we still believe in a one China policy because we signed on to that. But that means China has their government and Taiwan is a province that governs itself, but not independent of China. That's what's called the one China policy that everybody's been living under since World War II. Though Taiwan has never signed off on that and declares that they are not under China. And I don't blame them. So this is the truth. This is exactly what's happening. And that's why I'm bringing it to you now, because I think it's important. And he also doesn't want, plus it's true. Tracy just made the right point. Let me show you what Tracy just said. Where you at, Tracy? Wait, there. Tracy just said, the United States has a long-standing relationship with Taiwan and not Ukraine. And that is true. The United States has said, we got military. Guys, we're ready to defend Taiwan. It's locked and loaded, okay? And Biden knows that's why he said yes. Then he tried to smooth it over. And then the White House is scrambling to walk it back. But they really can't walk it back because it's too late. The genie is out of the bottle, okay? The cat is out of the bag right there. But now I will say President Biden does have a relationship with Ukraine. And that was through the Biden, Hunter Biden and the rest of the Biden family. And that goes all the way back into the Obama administration. And we all know that he did. And there's been a lot of money flowed out of Ukraine into the Biden family foundation, trust, laptop. I don't know where it all went. But the United States, and you see what they did, but the United States has stood with Taiwan for a long, long time. Oh, believe me, and Alex, I know. No, I'm not. I'm giving credit where credit's due. I'm telling you, Joe Biden spoke the truth. That is the U.S. That is what the United States would do. And that's what he would do. And that he already knows he's signed off on that. I'm not saying that he's the savior. Neither was Donald Trump your savior. Neither was John F. Kennedy your savior. Neither was Abraham Lincoln our savior, although they may have done some great things. Jesus Christ is the savior. But I am at least going to, I'm not like the pundits that are on some of these networks, including Fox, that just are one-sided blindly and never give credit. Because look, if you ask me about the southern border, I'm going to tell you the President Biden deliberately is overwhelming the United States at the southern border. Deliberately. And it's kind of funny. He's ready to defend Taiwan's border, but not our southern border. But I agree with defending Taiwan. I also believe in finishing the wall and defending America. And with that, I'm going to get a song before I go any further and maybe even go a hair too far. Can I play a song right now? Like, I think maybe the best thing we could do and the most important thing we could do is give this world back to God. I'll be right back with more Coming Apocalypse right here.
Have you looked around? Have you heard the sound of mama's crying? Or do you turn away when you see the face of the innocent dying? In these darkest days, are you not afraid praying. You gotta cry, rain, tears of pain, pound the floor and scream his name, because we're still worth saving. Can't go on like this and live like this. We can't love like this. Give this world back to God.
American country boy.
Have you lost your love? Feel like giving up? Has your heart been broken? Are your kids okay? Do they come home safe? Do you lie there hoping? You can make a wish, you can knock on wood, oh, it won't do you no good. You gotta get down on your knees, believe, fold your hands and beg and plead. You gotta keep on praying. You gotta cry, rain, tears of pain, pound the floor and scream his name, because we're still worth saving. We can't go on like this and live like this. We can't love like this. Give this world back to God.
You know it's true. Give this world back to God.
You gotta get down on your knees, believe, fold your hands and beg and plead, and keep on praying. You gotta cry, rain, tears of pain, pound the floor and scream his name, because we're still worth saving. Can't go on like this and live like this. We can't love like this. You can hope the best, make a wish. The only answer is give this world back to God. Oh, give it back.
Hey! Are you serious? It's getting serious. Oh, yes. It's a great song. Give this world back to God. Reba McEntire recorded that song, and Heidi heard her sing that about, I don't know, 10, 11 years ago. And she said, you've got to record that song, Paul, because it's such a great message. It's such a great song. And so we did on our CD called The Journey. The Journey. All right, guys. I'll tell you what. Our new CD is coming out very soon. Harmonize and Prophesy. Israel Hall's right now, as we speak, working in the studios on it. He's been sending me text messages. And with each time as they're mixing it, okay, as they're mixing the music and the voices and the harmonies and everything, then he'll send me a version, say, what do you think about this one? And then I'll listen and say, man, sounds great. And he'll say, I'm not done yet. Okay. So, but anyway, he's doing that, in all 10 songs. So it's all happening. So it's coming together. And at the same time he's doing that, he's doing Kevin Wilson's CD, which is coming out very soon. So yeah, it's going to be really, that's really cool. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'll be back this afternoon with some more updates of current world events. I have some more things here I want to bring to you, but I have a meeting I got to go to. So I'm going to take care of that and I'll be back, okay, this afternoon with more updates on the current world events and how they relate. I'm tired, okay, or I'm just having trouble putting my words together. Either way, I'm going to come back.